So, I'm here today in Dr. Truman's office. It's really exciting because this is the day before an event, and traditionally one of the things I like to do is go in, spend some time, observe what makes this practice unique. What can I share tomorrow that makes a referral want to refer more business? What can I share tomorrow that makes somebody who is marginal in referrals increase their referrals? Well, the only way to do that is for me to legitimize everything that I teach tomorrow. How can I be authentic about this doctor if I haven't spent time here? You know, there are a lot of speakers that go out and do a great show, but for me the show happens when I leave, because if it makes a difference for him on Monday, then I did what I'm supposed to do. I don't care if they remember me. I want them to remember that this is the guy who got that event there and that that team is the one that made it happen. So today, it was really cool. I got to observe a new patient exam and consult. So I get to ask the mother of this child that was here today, you know, well, how did you find out? And so she tells me the story of how she finds out and why they got here. And I said, how do you feel about being here? She said, great. So, you know, I can overhear and act, and I've been in dentistry long enough to be able to say, you know, this is a really smart choice for you, for your daughter. And I'm in there listening to how compassionate he is and how he cares. And so my story tomorrow is about, if you've seen this, there's no reason you'd refer your patients anywhere else. And the only way I can truly say that, because I'm in dentistry and I come from dentistry, is to be able to tell the truth. So I see this guy walk in, and he's just smiling. He bounces across the room. He's got his son, and I said, I'm going to talk to this one. He's live. And so I go over and I said, so how are you doing? Do you mind if I sit and listen? I'm observing in the office today. I'm doing an event for the doctor's referrals for. He said, no, absolutely, come on over. Super nice guy, smile, beautiful smile, big smile. That was why I gravitated toward this guy. And I said, so did you wear braces when you were younger? He says, I wore braces 4 years ago. Here, that's the reason my son's here. Then he says, classic. Classic, he says, I told my wife we should have another child because he got his off this morning so we can do braces again. Now, how can anybody tell that story tomorrow and make authentic what I'm teaching? Yes, they'll have a great day. Yes, they get education. But at the end of the day, it's what's the value to the surgeon or the orthodontist or the periodontist, the specialist that hires me? What's the value after I leave? The value is I came, I learned, and I told their story. It's not about me. And it should never be about the speaker. If you want a valuable final product, if you really want a valuable final product and an ROI that everybody talks about, I want an ROI on a seminar, I'm not going to pay $8,000. You know what? You didn't pay $8,000. You make 28 or 38 on the first 2 or 3 cases after this because somebody heard the story that I can tell. And I tell it authentically because I'm married to a general dentist. I say, you know, I'm married to a dentist. If this guy were in Texas, we'd be referring to him. Who can do that without the research? We do the research. Our team does the research. Yes, they secret shopped before I got here. I've had one very brief conversation with this doctor, walked in, and now I get it. I get why I'm here. So it was a strong referral for me to take the job because I don't normally do that without interviewing them. Strong referral. So I did, and I'm so glad I did because what I learned in the time that I've been here has been tremendous, and it creates value. Then in a few minutes, we'll rally everybody up. We bought a snack. And I'll teach the team how to be valuable at the end of the day tomorrow at the seminar. So on Monday, they turn in a report. There's an action list. They're actually enthusiastically involved tomorrow in the research. They're the missionaries. Who are going to go out and be the missionaries? The doctor can only do so much, and they're not going to tell the doctor, listen, you know, this is what happened. I don't want to refer over there because of this. But the women on those teams and those doctors will say to a team member, I'll tell you exactly what it is. My people have to keep coming over there and waiting, and they can say, you know, we rarely hear this, or we occasionally hear this. I'm going to write it down. It's really important. Can I share that with Dr. Truman? If Dr. Truman wants to call you, is that okay with you? It's those valuable things that happen tomorrow that have nothing to do with the fact that they're going to have a great seminar and great content. It's what happens Monday. I'm about what happens Monday.
Nailed it.